Welcome back to Billings, Montana and Jim Sweeney Field for a Mountain West Conference matchup between the Grizzlies and the Colorado State Rams. Both of these teams sit at 4-3 on the season and 3-1 in conference play, and the matchup on paper looks to be a fairly even one, so I think we're in store for an exciting game today. Montana State comes into this one coming off of a close win last week against New Mexico with a last-second field goal to escape with a win and stop their losing streak. Meanwhile, Colorado State is coming off of 3 wins in a row and 2 straight in dominating fashion against Wyoming and BYU. This Colorado State squad has some playmakers on both sides of the ball, but more so on defense. They're led at quarterback by Connor Smith. He has just over 1,000 passing yards and 13 touchdowns to 10 interceptions on the season, and doesn't seem to be much of a rushing threat, but can make plays outside of the pocket. At running back, Chris Nwoke and Donnell Alexander look to be heavily involved in the offense, combining for 984 yards and 5 yards per carry so far this season. And the Rams are lacking in talent in the receiving game, with Joe Hansley at receiver and Crockett Gilmore at tight end being the top receivers by a long shot, combining for 11 of Smith's 13 touchdowns. And their offensive line leaves something to be desired, so hopefully we can find some holes to make some plays. Defensively, they're led by Shaq Barrett at end, who has a team-leading 3 sacks on the season, but he does have the ability to make some plays everywhere on the field. Behind him on the defensive line, there's not much talent, but outside backers Corey James and Aaron Davis lead the team in tackles for loss with 9 and total tackles for 51 respectively. Their secondary is led by another Shaq Bell. The cornerback leads the team with 2 interceptions and has exceptional coverage skills. The rest of the secondary is lacking in talent, so we may be able to get the passing game going today, which we'll need as we have some important visits on both sides of the ball, so we'll need to be at the top of our game to be able to land some of these recruits. And that does it for pregame, and it's time for Grizzlies football. This kickoff is taken inside the 5, Odin on the return, and he gets it out to about the 26-yard line as we see Chris Nwoke, impact player from last game. 117 yards but no touchdowns, and the Grizzlies will look to hold him to a little bit less than that as on first down. Smith throws it deep, and he has a man. Joe Hansley has it for 51 yards. A huge play by the Rams to start this game off as he just beats his man on a straight-up streak down the sideline. Joe Hansley catches it, getting this game off on the right foot, and the Rams have a new set of downs inside of the 25 of the Grizzlies. Connor Smith takes the option this time, and he's only able to pick up 2. Alfred Kent on the stop to make it a 2nd and 8. Connor Smith drops back, gets it out to the right to Crockett Gilmore, and he has another big gain, 18 yards this time. 2 big plays and a new set of downs as the Rams hand it off to Nwoke, and he is in for the touchdown for Colorado State. They open up the scoring here very fast inside of the first minute. And the extra point is up and good as Colorado State jumps out to a 7-0 lead, and that takes us to a studio update as Army tops Air Force 17-7. And the Grizzlies start out here at the 25 looking to answer that long touchdown. Bryant gets the handoff, and he is going nowhere. Stop for a 1-yard loss, and that brings up a 2nd and 11. Both backs in the backfield this time as this is thrown out quick to Henderson, who makes the catch and hit hard after a 13-yard gain. 1st and 10, McConnell's in the backfield. Gives it off to Henderson on the jet sweep, and he has nowhere to go. Maybe picks up 1, but it's a 2nd and 9 now. McConnell making some adjustments. Gives it off to Bryant, and he has a bit of a hole up the middle. Picks up 9 yards and the first down. 5:45 left in the first quarter. McConnell hands it off to Bryant. This time tries to shake the defender but is unsuccessful. Brought down after a gain of 1. McConnell drops back, pressure sent, and that is nearly intercepted by Corey James, who leads this team in tackles for loss, but that time in coverage. Almost comes away with the interception as this one is thrown out to Bradford on a big 3rd down conversion, 17 yards to the senior. Great job by McConnell to find the open man. And they're set up here at about the 34 as Bryant gets the handoff. Tackled down after a good gain. 2nd and 3 now. McConnell snaps it quick. Gets it off even quicker to Harden, and he has a first down. Able to pick up 7 on the quick pass. New set of downs for the Grizzlies as they go hurry up here just outside of the red zone. McConnell takes a snap, play action, a lot of pressure sent, able to shake off the pressure. Gets it out to rushing, but he is unable to pick up very much, maybe a yard on the catch. And that brings up a 2nd and 9. McConnell with read option, takes it himself. A huge hit by the safety coming down to make the stop. But a 5-yard gain and a big 3rd down conversion here for the Grizzlies to make. McConnell draws back, pressure from the right side center. Open man and Hodges in the flat. Tries to spin away, but he can't. Picks up 8 yards, but it is a 1st down. And the Grizzlies are now just outside of the 5. A lot of backs in the backfield now. Keith gets the handoff, tries to cut it up the middle. Stopped after a short gain of 3 yards. And we have a 2nd and goal for the Grizzlies. Adrian Jackson in the backfield as this is pitched out to Keith this time. Runs through a defender and gets back to the line of scrimmage. A gain of nothing on the play. And that brings up a 3rd and goal. Henderson comes in motion. He gets the jet sweep and he is in for a touchdown. First touchdown of the game for the Grizzlies, as LaShawn Henderson is able to take this, find a hole, is able to get in for a score. And the extra point is up and good, and we have a tie ball game here with just over 2 minutes left as we go to a studio update. And something that's been a common factor in all these studio updates is we have another upset, Kentucky over number 3 ranked Texas A&M, and even more upsets as unranked Florida tops number 5 Georgia. Number 17 ranked Iowa tops number 2 Wisconsin, and Ole Miss is the only one to hold off their ranked opponent as Montana State kicks this off. Kaufman is able to take it just inside of the 5. And he breaks a tackle at about the 30, takes it up and almost had a breakaway. Has a pretty good return, 33 yards, and Rams start this drive just past the 35. Smith fakes the read option, is stopped by Rudy Norwood. Great job staying home by the junior defensive end. We saw the past couple games they had a problem stopping the quarterback rushing, but this time he's patient, makes a tackle. Great job by the junior. 2nd and 11 now. Smith drops back, has some time, gets it out to the left, and that is caught for a 1st down, 12 yards to Austin Gray, his first catch of the day. And a new set of downs. Pressure to Smith, and he is hit, just able to get the pass off before he's brought down by Rudy Norwood. And that brings up a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Smith gets it out to the right to Gray, his 2nd catch. Pushed out of bounds shy of the 1st down marker. And we have a 3rd and 1 for the Rams at about the 44-yard line. And Nwoke is dropped in the backfield. 3-yard loss, and Colorado State is going to be forced to punt. A great stop by the Grizzlies defense. And the offense will come out starting this drive at their own 20. McConnell drops back, gets it out to Bradford on the right side, and he has no one in front of him. He's streaking down the sideline at the 20, the 10, and in for a touchdown. A huge 80-yard play from the Grizzlies. Nick McConnell to Alan Bradford. And what a play that was. Great pick, and that is a new NCAA record for the longest pass. Nick McConnell is able to bypass the 2000 quarterback from Purdue. I believe that's Drew Brees. And the extra point will make this a 7-point game, 14-7 by Montana State, and this home crowd is loving it. With 40 seconds left here in the first quarter, this has been a very exciting first quarter as the Rams try and answer that quick touchdown. Nwoke gets the handoff, runs through Murray. Then he has a 1st down. 12 yards on the day on 3 rushes so far for Nwoke. And this time Smith takes the read option. He is dropped by Lewis Mitchell, the senior, able to stay home. It looks like he learned from Rudy Norwood. Great job by these defensive ends so far. Let's see if they can keep it up this game. So 2nd and 12. Nwoke has the handoff off the left side. 2-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 10 now for the Rams. 3 on the rush, 8 in coverage. Smith gets it out to the right, and that is caught again. Joe Hansley able to make another big catch. 34 yards on that right side. It looks like the Grizzlies may have been in cover 2 and just left him wide open. So once again, the Rams are in Grizzly territory at the 30-yard line. Smith rolls out right. Finds a man, that's Gilmore, and he's tackled it around the 5-yard line. Another big reception for the tight end. And they have 1st and goal here. Nwoke can't find the edge Stopped by Randall Arrington in the backfield, his second tackle for loss on the game. And now we have 2nd and goal. Grizzlies send 4. Smith over the middle, and that is just thrown out the back of the end zone. Great coverage by the Grizzlies on that play. 3rd and goal now. Defensive line making some adjustments. A lot of pressure sent by the Grizzlies. This is thrown out to the right and nearly intercepted. Dan Rooney almost comes away with the pick, but he deflects it. And the 4th and goal is going to bring out the field goal unit. The kick is up, and it is right down the middle. 14-10 your score as Colorado State is ready to kick off. Just under 7 minutes left as Bryant takes this out of the end zone. A big juke. He's looking for the edge, and he finds it. May have been a block in the back, but he's down after a 35-yard return just shy of the 35. No foul on the play, and Lilly comes out to lead this offensive drive. 1st and 10 given to Bryant up the middle, and he has some space, and he picks up 8 yards. 2nd and 2 now for the Grizzlies. Lilly under center this time, and he gives it to Keith, who checks into the ball game, and he fumbles it, puts it on the dirt, and that is luckily recovered by the Grizzlies. Looks like Ernie Rushing jumped on it there at the end of the play. So 1st and 10, Lilly with the option, pitches out to Henderson, who can't break the tackle, but he picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now for Montana State as they go hurry up to try and catch this defense off guard. Henderson comes in motion. Lilly back to pass, rolls out right, throws it to Henderson short over the middle. A great spin move, and it gives him that few extra yards. Picks up the 1st down. Pressure sent off the left side by the Rams, and that is out to Bradford. 8 yards as he is having a pretty good day. Wow, 3 receptions, 105 yards. 2nd and 2 now. Bryant gets his handoff up the middle, finds some space, and he has 10 yards. Looks like he's a bit shaken up on the play. Hopefully it's nothing too serious as Keith checks into the ball game. Lilly back to pass. Tries to scramble out through a small hole, but he can't get through. Sacked for a 3-yard loss. That's Shaq Barrett, their team leader in sacks. And that may have just been a bit of a coverage sack as Lilly's trying to make something happen on his feet. Shaq Barrett able to get there. So 2nd and 13. Keith gets the handoff. Picks up 3 yards. Big 3rd and 9 for the redshirt freshman Andre Lilly. As he drops back, looking for someone and throws it to Hodges, but that is overthrown in a 4th and 9. And they're going to go for it. Maybe they think that they're a bit out of range here, but 3:42 left in the quarter. And that is nearly intercepted, thrown over the middle. Looking for Hodges. Andre Lilly can't make the completion, and that is a turnover on downs. So the Rams take over now. 3:40 left. Nwoke gets the handoff on 1st down, and he's stopped after a 6-yard gain. Bobby Doucette on the tackle. 2nd and 4. As Nwoke gets the handoff again, and he is stopped by Jarvis Murray this time. 3-yard gain. Good job of holding him shy of the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Cartwright comes in motion. Play action to Nwoke, and that is thrown out to Gilmore, who was tackled by Murray. That could have been a touchdown-saving tackle as he had a block set up down the field. But it's a new set of downs for the Rams. Nwoke to the right, and he gets the handoff. A huge stiff arm on Kent. And he picks up 4, tackled almost immediately after that broken tackle, but it's 2nd and 6. Nwoke the handoff once again, and he is able to power through Murray's tackle. Picks up a 1st down, 11 yards on the rush. Not an extremely efficient game out of Nwoke, but just under 4 yards a carry, as this is given to Donnell Alexander, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, tackled by Randall Arrington. And it's a 2nd and 10 now. Just under 1:40 left in the half as Smith is back to pass, throws it out to the left and finds a wide open man. That is Sammy Long for a 21-yard gain. And that has been a problem for Montana State, just having to deal with some of these explosive offenses as Nwoke takes this run up the middle, tackled by Arrington. And Colorado State will call their 1st timeout. 2nd and 4 now, 1:30 left in the game. Smith, read option, takes it himself, tackled by Burley, but he has a 1st down. stopped inside of the 3, it looks like, and they have a 1st and goal. As Smith takes the option once again, and he just walks into the end zone. Touchdown Colorado State, and they will take a lead with just over a minute left here in the half. And the extra point makes it 17-14. Huge drive by Colorado State, and now it's time for Montana State to try and answer with a minute 20 left in this game. McConnell drops back on 1st down, throws it deep over the middle, and that is caught by Harden. A huge gain by the senior, able to come in clutch, and he has been a clutch receiver all year for us. Just over a minute left now. Pressure sent off the left side. McConnell throws it out right, and that is caught by the senior rushing down to about the 20-yard line. Gets out of bounds with a minute left. Great job by McConnell to get the ball off, find the open man with pressure in his face. So 1st and 10 here at the 20. McConnell drops back, hit as he throws, and that is incomplete. Stops the clock with 2nd and 10 now. Bryant to the left of McConnell in the gun. Fakes the read option, takes it himself. Picks up 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Clock still runs. McConnell, play action. Being chased down from behind, and he is sacked. 8-yard loss on the play. Aaron Davis, who leads the team in tackles for loss, who we highlighted earlier in the pregame, able to come away with that. And Montana State letting the clock run down, kicks the field goal before the half runs out, and it is a tie ball game here as we go into the half. 17 all. A very close game here in Billings. I'm looking forward to the second half. Hopefully Montana State can come away with the win, as we see these halftime stats fairly even, with only the advantage coming by Montana State with a little over 3-minute advantage in time of possession. It's time now for the second half. Colorado State kicks off to the Grizzlies, and Bryant is just going to down this inside the end zone. So the Grizzlies will start this drive at their own 25. Lilly still comes out leading this offense. Gets it out quick to rushing on the slant, and that is complete. 9 yards on the reception. It's a 2nd and 1. And that is given up to Bryant up the middle, and he has the 1st down. A pickup of 5, and Clark Griswold loves it. 1st and 10 now for the Grizzlies. Lilly, play action, rolls out right, gets it out, but the pass is off the mark as he had a defender in his face. 2nd and 10 now. Play action from Lilly. He scrambles out left, and he has some open space. Tries to make a man miss, but is unsuccessful. Stops shy of the marker, and it's a 3rd and 1 coming up. Jackson in motion. Handoff given to Bryant. Tries to get a block on the edge. He's able to get one, but can't make the defender miss. But he has the 1st down. An efficient day for Bryant so far. 5.5 yards per carry as they give him the handoff once more. Looks like maybe they're relying on the running game here to get this second half started. 2nd and 2, motion out of Henderson, and Lilly is just swarmed in the backfield, unable to do anything. Dropped for a loss. Nuuvali Fa'apito, I got that name right. That is deflected. A great job by this Rams defense to stop this drive. And Colorado State will start here at their own 20. Smith gets it out quick on the screen to Kaufman. Breaks a tackle, is able to sidestep another, and he has a 16-yard gain on the bubble screen by Colorado State. A good play call to combat the man coverage. And that's a new set of downs. Motion out of Cartwright. Nwoke gets the handoff, but he's tackled from behind. Rudy Norwood stops him after a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd and 8. Connor Smith gets it out quick. Another screen to Hansley, but Hamby's able to hold him up enough until reinforcements arrive, and that's only a gain of a couple. 3rd and 4 now. Nwoke gets the handoff, runs into his lineman, and he is tackled in the backfield. 4th and 1, a great stop for Montana State. And the Grizzlies will take over here, their own 20. McConnell this time leads the drive. Looking deep to rushing, and that is thrown well short. Pierre Lewis on the interception. They give it right back. Pretty much an arm punt on 1st down, and that is absolutely not what we needed after going and scoring and getting that point right after the half. Nwoke takes the first handoff of the drive, and he is hit hard in the backfield. Jarvis Murray with the stop. Drop for a 1-yard loss, and that makes it a 2nd and 11. They come out in the single back formation. Smith back to pass. Does it out right to Hansley once again, as he has been pretty much open all game. 4 for 102 on the game. A huge job by Hansley as Nwoke gets this handoff. Tackled by Murray. 6 yards on the carry. 14 rushes, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Not efficient, but still a productive day as it's 2nd and 4. Gets it out right to the Crockett Gilmore, the tight end. And we have a flag on the play. And that's going to be roughing the passer on Elliott Hardy. And the coach is not happy about that, as that's going to give them an extra 15 yards. And they are at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Nwoke with the handoff. Stopped after 3 yards. That makes it a 2nd and goal. Nwoke gets the handoff once again. Able to roll into the end zone. Touchdown for the Rams as they take the lead here. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The extra point will make it a 7-point game, 24-17, as we get a studio update. In Mountain West Conference, Fresno State is on top of Nevada, 21-7. And now the Grizzlies are looking to answer for that last score and hopefully not have another turnover, another big interception like they did last time, as Bryant has 9 yards on the carry. Hurry up by the Grizzlies, and a 2nd and 1. Bryant gets the handoff once again. Makes a man miss. Gives him a little shimmy shake. Picks up 11, and the Grizzlies are starting to drive. 1st and 10 now. McConnell with the read option. Takes it himself, and he is tackled after a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Looks like Keith is in the backfield. Screen being set up. Keith with an amazing move, not known for his elusiveness. That time shows it off, but he's only able to pick up 2. And we have a 3rd and 6 for the Grizzlies. A lot of pressure sent as that is thrown out to the right to Bradford, and he has a catch. And another big 3rd down conversion by Alan Bradford. 17 yards. 122 yards on the day. He is in line for a career day today, as he has been McConnell's favorite target. And a new set of downs here at about the 37-yard line. McConnell drops, gets it out to the right, and that is rushing on the hitch. He picks up a 1st down, 13 yards, 4 for 45. Ernie Rushing is no slouch of his own. Been very consistent, as this 1st down play is thrown out to Harden, picks up 8 yards. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. These fans getting ready for the 4th, trying to get behind this team as they are down by a touchdown. And they continue this drive. 2nd and 2. Henderson in motion, takes the handoff, and he has some blocks. Able to pick up 10. Can't quite get it into the end zone, but it's a 1st and goal at the 5. McConnell hands this one off to Bryant, who powers through a tackle, but he can't break the plane. 2nd and goal now at about the 2. This is given to Bryant, and this time he is in for the touchdown. Easy touchdown for the Grizzlies to tie this up with 7:20 left in the 4th quarter. Great drive by the Grizzlies that time. Some big plays, some consistent running. And the extra point ties it up 24-all as the Rams come out here at the 25. Nwoke gets the handoff, and he is brought down hard by his face mask, and that's going to be an extra 15 yards. By Ray DeLuca, a penalty that negates a great play. And that'll give the Rams a 1st down here at about the 40-yard line. Smith with the read option takes it himself, and he has a block set up. Hamby able to get off and brings them down at the 41 of the Grizzlies. And the Rams are inside of Montana State territory, looking to score with just under 7 minutes left. Nwoke gets the handoff up the middle. He picks up 9, just shy of the 1st down. 2nd and 1 now. Alexander checks in, and he gets the handoff, and he picks up the 1st down. 5 yards for the backup. And the safeties creep up for the Grizzlies, and they send the blitz, and Alexander is dropped in the backfield. Great call by the defensive coordinator, sending the pressure at the right time, and Alexander is not happy about that. 2nd and 11 now for the Rams. Smith with a short drop gets it to Gilmore quickly over the middle, and he has a 1st down. 252 passing yards already for Connor Smith today. As we get motion here on 1st down, Nwoke has it, and he is brought down after a gain of 3. Ray DeLuca on the stop as that makes it a 2nd and 7 for the Rams. Smith hands off to Alexander, who stiff arms a tackler but can't get away from the second, and he's dropped after maybe a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 6 now. Connor Smith in the gun, back to pass, has a bit of time, scrambles to the right, throws off his back foot for no reason at all really, and that is incomplete. It looks like that'll bring out the field goal unit. And the kick is up and good. Colorado State takes a 3-point lead. Cam Ram is happy about that one. And the Grizzlies come out in the full house formation trying to answer that drive as this is pitched out to Bryant, who's able to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. McConnell still in at quarterback. Gets it out to the quick to an open man, but it is overthrown. And that brings up a 3rd and 10. They really need to make this conversion if they want to have a chance. And this is thrown over the middle to Bradford, who has been clutch all game with another 3rd down conversion. Maybe his 3rd or 4th of the game, but he has 142 yards. He has been a big part of this offense. Takes the hit as soon as he catches it. Great job to hold on to it, and that's a new set of downs. As this time Bradford gets the jet sweep. Can't really find any room, but still able to pick up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Some pressure sent up the middle, and that is given out to Bryant on the screen. Not able to get a 1st down, but 4 yards is still respectable. 3rd and 2. I'm surprised that's Jared Bryant's first catch of the day. But Keith checks into the ball game, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. 4 yards on his 5th carry of the day. 1st and 10 now at about the 46, 47-yard line as this is thrown out to Bradford, who makes another great catch. This time for 19 yards. Taking the hit as soon as he makes the catch, and that gives the senior 161 on the day. Have a day, Alan Bradford. This may be one of the best games by a receiver we've seen all season. You guys might have to check previous games, but Bryant takes this 1st down handoff and can't find a hole. Stop for no gain, and that makes it 2nd and 10. McConnell takes the shotgun snap. Back, he has pressure in his face, gets it off to Bryant, but Bryant can't make the catch. Throw is a bit low, and that brings up another 3rd and 10. McConnell's back, rushing on the sideline, but he can't make the catch. It bounces right off of his hands. 4th and 10 now at the 27, and Montana State elects to tie the ball game up. 44-yard kick, 11-mile-an-hour winds behind Thorne, and that is short. He didn't get enough leg onto it. Oh, that is heartbreaking. With 2:16 left in the game, they are leaving it up to this defense to try and get a stop as the Rams have decent field position here just past the 25, and that is complete over the middle to Austin Gray. 20-yard reception, a new set of downs, and it looks like Colorado State is being conservative with this play clock, trying to milk it for all it's worth. Smith throws it out to Gilmore once again, who breaks a tackle. Stop short of the 1st down, and Montana State will take their 1st timeout of the half. 2nd and inches now. We get motion out of Cartwright, and that is handed off to Nwoke, who picks up a 1st down and has a lot more. Finally tackled by Rooney, but down to the 20, and Montana State takes their 2nd timeout. 1:30 left, just trying to give themselves some time. Nwoke stopped, and at this point, do you just let Colorado State score? I don't know what you do, but it's looking like this game is kind of out of reach for the Grizzlies as they are stopped 3rd and inches. Montana State takes their last time out. If they convert this, the game is pretty much over. Nwoke takes the handoff, and he is stopped for no gain, 4th and inches. But this clock is pretty much just going to run out as Colorado State kicks the field goal, and it is good. Cam Ram is celebrating, and that is your final. A heartbreaking loss for the Grizzlies at home that will drop them to 500 on the season. I made a few mistakes this game, like that turnover on downs near field goal range, that horrible interception on the first play of a drive, and that last kick fell a bit short. Much shorter than I thought it was going to be, but it did make for an exciting game that just got away from us in the last few minutes. Besides my mistakes, it was a close game, and the stats show just that. Both teams had 19 first downs. We had 123 rushing yards to their 138 on pretty much the same amount of carries, and both teams with 282 yards passing. We converted a high percentage of our third downs and had the advantage in time of possession. Just the turnover and a couple penalties turned out to be a much bigger factor in the end. Offensively, Lilly just couldn't get anything going on the few drives he was in the game, and the offense moved better this game with McConnell at the helm. We'll continue our two quarterback system and riding the hot hand as the season progresses, pretty much like we did today. Bryant was efficient on the ground, and I wish I would have gotten him more opportunities, but he did score a touchdown on the ground, as did Henderson. And I do enjoy getting our receivers involved in the running game. It just adds another dimension to our offense that I love. And speaking of receivers, what a day for Alan Bradford. The senior had a career day with 6 catches for 161, and we have 2 records set in our first year, which is exciting, and I'm hoping for more as this series continues. I realized while watching this game back that I need to start checking down instead of throwing interceptions, and I'm going to try and do that a little bit more this season. No sacks or interceptions this game, which is especially disappointing as Dan Rooney had a chance early in the game. He just couldn't come up with it and looked like he had room for maybe a pick 6 if he caught it. Kevin Thorne missing that kick was devastating. I really thought he had a chance at it. I believe his long is 40 on the season, and a 44-yarder with 11-mile-per-hour winds at his back, in my eyes, should have been a make. A difficult make, but still a make. And on 4th and 10, I didn't really see it making sense to go for it at that point, but that's what you get with a bad kicker in a tough matchup, and it's just growing pains at this point. And some bad news after the game. We do lose out on defensive prospect Stephen Hines, the number 11 end in the nation. He will be going to Iowa State, so they will be getting one of our top targets and a stud on the edge. But good news, our coordinators have leveled up. So Coach Carter, Coach Hunter, let me know where you'd like your points to go. Defensively, it's either increasing block shedding, increasing power and finesse moves, or increasing our stamina and injury rate. I'm leaning more towards increasing block shedding to stop the run, or increasing defensive moves to improve our pass rush. Offensively, it's either increasing our stamina and injury or our carrying, with my preference being carrying because we've had some fumbles lost earlier in the season that may have been avoidable with a little bit of a stat boost, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. And that unfortunate loss at home takes us to 4-4 on the season, pretty much middle of the pack of the Mountain Division and middle of the pack in the entire Mountain West Conference, as we share a 4-4 record with our next opponent, BYU. Like I said last episode, when you're not a great team, every game is important, and next week will be no exception as we come in a big underdog and we'll be on the road. Statistically, we have a better defense, but I'll wait until the game to see if that is actually the case. We need to find some consistency as we started the season 3-1, and then after that huge win over Wyoming, have dropped 3 of our last 4, coming off a tough loss at home where we had opportunities to win. And BYU have an opposite story. They started out 1-3, then went on to win their last 3 of their 4, with their most recent victory coming against Wyoming and a loss to Colorado State by a larger margin than our loss. So maybe this is a game to get back on track and make a push to get to a conference championship game or a prestigious bowl. We will be going against the Taysom Hill-led Cougars, so it won't be an easy task, but I feel comfortable saying a bowl game is completely doable. I'm not going to go through the Heisman every week, but I will quickly show the top 25 so you guys can check in to see how some of the studio updates shake up the rankings, and could check in on your favorite team. With the addition of my Madden series on the channel, I'm not sure how my upload schedule will work, but I'm still working out the kinks. If you guys let me know if you're enjoying the series, we'll be sure to still keep uploading it. Your feedback is very helpful, but with that, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Let me know what you think in the comments. What was your favorite play, least favorable, whatever you want to say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when the next episode is coming out, since some of these may be a little erratic. I'm still looking to upload this at least once a week, maybe a little bit, maybe like 10 days, but it really helps the algorithm and get my channel shown to more people. And join me next time when we take on Taysom Hill and the BYU Cougars. With a team name like that, no wonder why Zach Wilson went there, am I right? See you guys next week.